Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to a new video. Today we are testing out some new products. So I'm not doing a full face of first impressions, but it's pretty close. So if you saw my last haul, you saw that I did a huge Sephora haul where I picked up a bunch of exciting products. So I would definitely go ahead and link the video up here so you can click that and see what I got. I also bought a bunch of skincare that I'm excited to try out and excited to review for you in upcoming videos. So today we are testing out a new foundation. We are testing out a powder, the Tantor from Huda Beauty. We are also trying out the Natasha Denona blush duo, the Holy Mist from Jeffree Star, and a bunch of other products. So if you want to know how you can achieve this fabulous look right here and also my opinion on all of these new products, then please keep watching. So I don't have a new primer to try out today, so we're going to use the Meteoris base by Guerlain, which is one of my favorites. I really have been loving it lately. It gives you that perfect finish. Everything just looks so seamless and flawless, and it is just an amazing primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add this all over my face. So now that that is starting to get a little bit tacky, I got a new foundation that I want to try out from Essence. So this is the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. It says that it has a 24-hour long-lasting hydration. So I was expecting it to be a lot more watery since it is called a natural foundation. Not a good start to the foundation today. So by looking in the mirror, I can definitely see that this is a very light foundation. It covers up some of my redness, but you can definitely see everything going on in my skin, both on my cheeks, and you can also see the acne that I have going on my chin. This is way too light for me right now. I bought it online. There was no swatches on the site, so I just had to gamble on the shade. I will also go in with the Dior Forever Natural Nude. I have used this twice. This I have in the shade 3N, so this will be a better match for my neck because I am self-tan. This color is so much better for my skin tone right now. I'm not sure how these will work together. I feel like we are heading for a disaster video already. So this foundation is very lightweight as well. If you are a full coverage girl and you want medium to full coverage, this foundation will probably not be your top pick just because it is very sheer. I can still see a little bit of my redness, but this covered a lot better than the Essence Pretty Natural, so I'm not sure if I will ever use this again. I felt like it looked a little bit weird on my face. I still don't have a full opinion on this foundation just because I feel like I want a little bit more coverage and I'm not sure about the color. I feel like it has oxidized a little bit and turned a little bit more orange than when I first applied it. So for concealer, I'm going to test out the Joe Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. So I picked up the shade Lace in this one. It comes in a very big tube and you also get like a big applicator. So let's go ahead and apply this and see how we feel about the coverage. It says that it is a full coverage concealer, so I don't want to add way too much of this. And I have been wanting to test this out for so long, so I'm very excited. Let's hope it gets rid of all the imperfections that I have. So first impression is that this is a full coverage concealer. It covers up everything. It lays very beautiful under my eyes. Nothing looks cakey. Nothing looks weird. So far, I'm very impressed with this concealer. So hopefully it will last very good as well and not make my under eyes look dry throughout the day. So we will see at the end of this video how I feel about it, but so far I feel like this is a great concealer. So next up, we're going to test out the Huda Beauty Tantor, the Contour and Bronzing Cream. So I picked up the shade Fair, so I am afraid this might be a little bit too light for me right now. I have swatched it in my recent haul. So to apply this, I'm going to use my Livi Beauty Snatched Contour Brush. And I'm just going to add a tiny amount right here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to carve out our cheekbones. So I feel like this shade might be great as well. This is blending very nicely. I'm going to add a tiny amount down the bridge of my nose just to add some color back. We're going to add some more to the forehead. So I'm kind of dabbing the product onto where I want it, and then we will blend everything out with a sponge. So lately I have been really into the Chanel Healthy Glow bronzing cream, so if this works just the same, I will be so happy. I'm just taking my damp beauty sponge again, and I'm just going to go over the edges to make sure everything is nicely blended out. Maybe this will not turn out to be a disaster after all, which I was expecting from the first start of the bad foundation. So this product blended out so nicely. It was very easy to blend out. It didn't lift up any of my foundation underneath, and there's no redness peeking through. So since I don't have any new setting powders, I will go in with my Sensei Translucent Loose Powder. So this is my go-to powder, so finely milled, leaves your makeup looking flawless, everything sets all day. So I'm just gonna go in with my sponge. Then I'm gonna take the powder puff that comes with, and I'm just going over my face. Very lightly. I'm not going to do a crazy baking or anything. So I can definitely see that I have a little bit of a icky situation going on right here. I'm not sure if it is the concealer, I'm not sure if it is the foundation. So it didn't look like that before I set my face. So I have a feeling it is a mix between this powder and either the foundation or the concealer that is just not working that well. But we will definitely see at the end of this video how everything looks. So to bronze up my skin, I'm gonna use this Girl Love powder, which is the Terracotta Gold Bronze limited edition powder. So I picked up the shade number 3 in this one, and just look how beautiful it is. So I have swatched this powder, that's why the gold has disappeared a little bit, so hopefully my face will not sparkle. But I used to love like the Girl Love powders. I've used it for years, and the brush that I'm using is a Livi Beauty angled bronzer brush. Really love this for applying my bronzers. I feel like you get the placement exactly where you want it, and it also has dual fibers, so it will make blending a lot easier, and it will also not soak up all the product. So this is definitely a pigmented powder. I also really want to try out their matte version. This will be such a stunning powder for summer. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this powder. So this is also very easy to blend, and the pigment is definitely there. You only need to tap into the powder once and you get product on your brush. So I will go ahead and I will apply my brows, and I will be right back. So brows are on, so now let's go ahead and do our eyeshadows. I don't have a new palette to try out, so we are going to play with the Scott Barnes palette. But I am going to try out the Beauty Bay Eye Base today. So I have the shade number 2 in this one. Oh, it actually has an applicator. So I'm going to place a little bit on each eye right here, and then we're going to blend it out. And hopefully this will give us a beautiful base. So I'm just going to use a Morphe brush. Okay, so it feels like this dries down very fast. So maybe I would recommend to do one eye at a time, just because it feels like I was a little bit too late with the one eye, but it definitely feels tacky. It feels great. So as always, I'm going to use Muted as my lid base. I love this shade. Use it on a daily because it just has that beautiful skin tone color to set the lids. It's not too bright and it is not too dark either. So I'm just going to go and set the base. And I'm using the Livi Beauty Packer brush for this one, and this is like one of my favorite brushes. So next I'm going to dip into Vintage, and I'm going to use the big blender, and we're just going to give a little bit of definition into our crease. So next I'm going to take Foxy, which is also a matte brown, use the same brush, and we're going to deepen up the crease here, focusing it on the outer part of the eye, and then I'm going to blend it into the inner corners. These are very creamy and very easy to blend out, but you just have to be careful and don't go in and apply way too much. It is better to start small and build it up. Next up, I'm going to take a Precise blender, and we're going to use the shade Rescue right here. I'm going to place this shade into my outer corners and start to blend it into the crease. So I'm also going to go into Woody, which is also a matte brown shade, and I'm going to add this into the crease just to define it a little bit. I'm also going to take Rescue again and just add a tiny more on the outer corners and blend it into the crease color as well. So now I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to take a little bit of this eye base onto the back of my hand. So I'm going to use a very precise brush. This is the Wing It liner brush from Livi, and this is my favorite because it's so sharp, so small. So I don't feel like this base is going that well on top of eyeshadow. I will go in with the blending brush that I used for the base a little bit earlier. So I'm going to take Hollywood right here on my brush, and I'm actually just going to use the mirror in the palette, and we are going to apply this. Next I would take Brazen, and we're going to focus this on the middle of our eyelid. And last I will take Femme, and I'm just going to go into the outer corners and build up that definition a little bit. So for the lower lash, I'm going to go back into Foxy, and we're just going to blend this out on our lower lash. So to be honest, I felt like this was a great base to start with before applying eyeshadow, but for carving out the crease, I don't feel like it did anything. Like, you can definitely see where I have carved the crease. I really enjoy the P. Louise base. I feel like it has a little bit more of a tacky consistency, and it also has a little bit of a fuller coverage. I don't feel like the color stands out any more than using a regular concealer or anything, so I'm not sure what I feel about this. I would definitely try it out more and see in upcoming videos and with more colorful looks for spring and summer, but I'm not sure if I would recommend to use this product to carve out your crease with, because it was a little bit sheer, it was a little bit hard to work with, it was a little bit hard to get even. I will, as always, list everything down below and also write if anything changes, so be sure to check the down bar if you are curious about any product. So I also picked up a new eyeliner. This is the YSL Eyeliner Effect Faux Seal Bold Felt Tip Eyeliner Pen. I'm not always a huge fan of these. I feel like they can dry out very quick. Okay, so this is very black. It's very easy to apply so far. So I just went ahead and added mascara and added on some lashes. So today I'm wearing the Livi Beauty lashes in the style Rosé All Day. And these are silk lashes that can be worn up to 20 times, and they also have a transparent band, which I really love. So when it comes to this liner, I must say that I'm actually very impressed. I felt like the tip was easy to work with. It didn't dry out when I was doing both my eyes without adding the cap on. Usually I am a gel eyeliner girl just because I love to apply with a brush. I feel like I have more control. And I can honestly say that this is the best felt tip liner I've tried so far, this one and the Roller Lash from Benefit. And I also felt like it was very easy to make the line very sharp, and I didn't have to go and correct anything, which is a huge plus for me, so definitely one to check out. Now let's go ahead and apply some blush. So I have the Natasha Denona Blush Duo. So I really enjoy the packaging. It is very heavy, it feels very luxe. I'm not quite sure what I will do with this shade, but I will start out by this shade. It might not be a color you prefer to wear if you have a little bit of redness peeking through your foundation. This can definitely increase the appearance of redness if you are a little bit red and you don't wear full coverage foundation. And let's go ahead and try this. I'm not sure like where you're supposed to put it. So this shade right here seems a little bit powdery. I feel like I got a little bit of fallout, but I feel like it has a beautiful like orangey tone. So this blush definitely had some pigment. As you can see, they are showing up. I just applied a very light hand because I don't want a lot of brown shade with a red undertone. I feel like it kind of reminds me a little bit of my redness. Not sure how much I will use it, but definitely works. So that is all I'm going to say about that. And now let's go ahead and add on some lips. So today I am going to try a lip liner from Dior that I haven't tried before, and that is in the shade 100, which is called Nude Look. So it definitely shows up. I really like the color. I feel like it is a beautiful pinkish nude color, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more pigmented. I had to go over it a few times. Compared to my MAC ones, it's just one stripe and it's there. You actually had to work the color a little bit, but it could also just be the color that it is a little bit lighter compared to a bold red or any of the other Dior lip pencil that I have tried. So for lipstick, I actually have two colors, so hopefully one of these will go well with this lip liner. And these are from Girl Law, and these are the Kiss Kiss collection. So I have one that is called Nude Flirt. Ooh, that is a stunning nude. Like, this is like so perfect. It actually goes so well with the lip liner. And I also have another one which is called Lovely Nude, and this is in the Tender Matte collection, so it is a little bit more matte. I also think this is a beautiful color as well. I can't wait to wear these, but I think I would go with Nude Flirt. Ooh, these are creamy. I like it. And now let's set our face. I have picked up the Jeffree Star Cosmetic Holy Mist Soothing Facial Spray. I'm very excited to try this out, you guys. So that is it, you guys, for this video. We have tested out a lot of great products, and I must say this was actually a success. When I started with the first foundation, I was like, this video is not gonna work out, but it turned out pretty well and I'm pretty happy. So when I look at my skin, even the area that had a little bit of dryness and a little bit of upbuild seems so much better now. So when it comes to the foundations, I probably will not use this again. It looked weird applying it. It didn't give any coverage and it kind of moved around a little bit. And I think that is the reason to this buildup right here. So when it comes to the Dior Natural Nude Foundation, I must say that it actually looks very beautiful. I think I judged it too early and said that I didn't like it because of the coverage, but I felt like it gave a lot more coverage than this one. I don't have anything else on and you can barely like see anything peeking through. So this has a light till medium coverage. I would say you can build it up, but it definitely looks beautiful right now. I absolutely love this. Everything looks so good under my eyes. I will let you know down below if anything changes, so be sure to check out the down bar. But so far, so good. Can't wait to play around with this more. It covered up everything. My under eyes don't look dry yet, so I'm crossing my finger. It also looks beautiful. It kind of evened out my texture a little bit as well. On the areas where I have larger pores, I would definitely recommend this concealer. When it comes to the Huda Beauty Tantour, I would definitely recommend this as well. So creamy, so easy to blend out, and it just makes your skin look like you have been out in the sun and gotten that fresh, natural tan. It is not too pigmented either, so you can build it up if you want more pigment. Really impressed with this one. Can't wait to try this out more. And the Girl Love powder, 10 out of 10. I have been a fan of these powders for so long, and this was no exceptions. I really love that it is more matte compared to the Terracotta Light. I really love the color of it. I feel like it has that beautiful, warm, bronzy tone. Very easy to blend out, not overly pigmented, so you can build it up. Absolutely another fave. Then we have the eye base. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like it did a great job as an eye base, but for cutting the crease, I felt like it was a little bit too sheer. It didn't give me all the coverage in one stroke, so I had to really work with it, use my fingers, use different brushes and all of that. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. It is like a 5 out of 10 for me. I don't feel like it was a magical product. I really love the P. Louise base and also my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I will have to try it out a little bit more. When it comes to the blush palette as well, I feel like this was a pretty color. I'm not sure if it is a color that I gravitate to on a daily, but I will definitely play with this a little bit more and see how I like it. I'm not really sure what to do about this. I will look up some YouTube videos and see, but this one is a beautiful color. I feel like this will look great if you have a darker skin tone than me. And if you don't have a lot of redness, I feel like you will love this color as well. So I feel like this palette did its job. You can definitely see that I have blush on, and I think the blushes are cute, but not like my favorite formula so far. So the felt tip liner I really enjoyed, as I said. Really want to try it out more and see how it works and also how long it takes for it to dry out. So I would not like go out and say this is the best felt tip eyeliner ever before I have tried it out a couple of more times and I'm sure it doesn't dry out very quickly as some of my felt tip liners can do, but definitely easy to apply. Really enjoy the felt tip of this. I felt like it was easy to get a sharp wing as well without any hassles, so definitely one that I enjoyed. The lip products, love, love, love. It felt like this liner could be a little bit more pigmented. And when it comes to the setting mist, I don't have a lot to say right now just because I don't know how it works. I just applied it, but it has a very strong scent. So if you're not into scents, you should probably skip this because it has a very strong scent and I feel like the whole room here is still smelling. I would definitely let you know down below how everything everything wears throughout the day later on as well. And that was it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this look. If you did, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. If you're new and you haven't subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell, and put on your post notifications so you will not miss a future upload. Be sure to let me know down below if you have tried any of these products, and also write all the products you want me to test out next. I am planning on doing a full face of first impression drugstore and affordable makeup. So be sure to leave all your faves down below, or products you want me to test out and do a review on, so I can try them out and let you guys know my honest opinion. And without further ado, I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.